Welcome back to All About the Smokies. In this video, we are here at the Margaritaville Island Hotel. Look, that's the fountain right there. Today's video is brought to you by George Campbell and Jordan Adkins. Both of these folks signed up to become members of All About the Smokies at the sponsorship level. If you'd like to learn more, hit the join button down below. Now, on to the video. Alright, so we will start in this beautiful hotel room here in this gorgeous bathroom. This may be one of the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen in a hotel. This beautiful sink. Now it is just a vanity for one, which for the most part should be fine. They do have the toilet kind of tucked away back here, but look at this shower, guys. They've got a regular shower head and then the rainfall shower head, whatever they call it, and a nice bench in there. What a beautiful, beautiful shower. But this is a gorgeous bathroom. And of course, this kind of stuff you see throughout. Changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes at Margaritaville. Let's just take this all in. This is one of those situations where you get what you pay for.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the first times that I walked into a room and I was actually like,
absolutely blown away.
wow. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. So this room, it does have a fireplace, a little, it's one of those little LED ones that do kick out some heat. Nice little sitting area where you can sit your drinks. Have this lovely couch. It kind of has the same kind of feel as the home too, as far as the size of the room. And then of course, with it being Margaritaville, they do have a little wet bar area, mini fridge. And this is, we got a license to chill here. This is the king bed, and this is where I'll be sleeping tonight. Just right at the the Michael Scott foot of the bed here. Everything looks amazing, and look at this. I don't know that there is a hotel in the entire Smoky Mountains with a better balcony view than this. All right. This
Can I show you this?
Yeah. Ooh, a dimmer. Very nice. It's like an LED bulb.
I think we should remodel our bedroom to have hotel lamps and stands, and I think this is pretty awesome.
I agree with that. It's a nice little alarm here. It's actually got, for an older style, charging and MP3 player for an older style iPhone. It's not for the newer ones, but yeah, a little clock. And is there a charging spot on it? It says USB dock, so I don't know if that's even for charging.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but there is one plug here. Now let's look at the other side. They've got two plugs, but still like no actual USB slots, which is kind of surprising for as new as this place is. They do have this neat little privacy shade. Not that it gives much privacy, but I don't know. Does this thing move? It almost looks like it moved.
No, it looks like it's affixed to the floor.
Yeah. And then this is cool. Not a real big TV. Again, for the size of the room, it kind of felt like
maybe they figure you have a fountain.
Yeah, most people. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be watching TV. We'll be watching the fountain. But yeah, just still seemed a little small, but that's okay. And then this little input panel here plugs into this TV. So like, if you have a laptop or any kind of HDMI that you want to plug in, it's all tied to the TV right here.
Can I point out something else I like this floor?
Yeah, this is different.
Not carpet.
Yeah.
It is a nice laminate
It has that wood, like a nice beach wood feel.
Yeah.
Like has a nice grain to it, but it's, I don't know, it feels like it's probably a little cleaner and easier for them to clean than a carpet.
Feels that way.
Yeah. But first impressions, amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here.
She has a license to chill. Right here are the the balconies that face the little shopping, they call it the village, the little shopping area here. And they have rooms that face that as well. Here is the pool area, and they've got some lounge chairs here. They have a pool right here. They have some cabanas with little places to chill your drinks as well. I assume you have to pay extra for that. But look at this beautiful pool. And look at the backdrop that you have with this pool. Absolutely gorgeous, and plenty of seating out here to soak up the sun. That is, well, there's no sun right now, but if just imagine there's sun, you'd be soaking it up. Yeah, it says you can rent these cabanas. So it has a little place to hang out and sit. It's your own private little area. And then they also have a little bar right here. If you're into getting drinks, you get you a drink, sit at one of these tables, or what I would do is sit right here. One of the best views in all the island. You set your drink on the ledge and sit and watch the fountain. Look at that view. Just like Miranda is enjoying the view right now.
This is a great alternative if you don't want to spend the fortune for the room that overlooks the fountain.
Yeah.
Because this is awesome.
Yeah, it is a great alternative. So, though it's nice to have the access where you can come right out of your room. Like, if you're on the second floor even, just a quick jaunt over to the pool, and you can sit in one of these chairs and get the same view that we have from our room. So, there's their fitness room. It's overlooking the pool area, actually, that we were just in. And these are what the Riverview rooms face, down at the river. So, kind of a neat view. It's a completely different view of those that are facing the little village and those that are facing the fountain, but kind of worth it if you want some nature. There's a more outdoor seating area if you want to come and bring a meal or snack or some drinks and sit out here next to the water. This is all right beside the bridge. Of course, right next door to the hotel is the Margaritaville restaurant. They have attached to the hotel a change of latitude bar with food and drink, and inside there's actually a coffee shop as well where you can get a coffee. Just for a point of reference, and people would ask what room number we're in, it's 236, the fountain room 236, and it's right above the in the Toy Chest Company. It's that balcony there. Alright, so you've seen the property, you've seen our views from the balcony of the fountain, which is just awesome. Now it's time for our final review. First impressions when you enter the hotel is everything's super clean.
Yes.
Like attention to detail throughout. Everything is bright and airy and I don't know, comforting.
It's a very comfortable, relaxing environment.
Yeah, absolutely. This was always a room we would walk around down there and say, oh, it'd be cool to stay up in one of these rooms one time. And the price can be hard to justify for a lot of people. This is one of those things you have to really, really love the island, love the fountain in order to pull the trigger. And if you budget and save your money, of course, this is what you want to stay in, it's worth it. Cost is going to be before tax around $350 a night, so keep that in mind. So when we're showing you all this, you get what you pay for. And I think that's the theme of this hotel. You absolutely get what you pay for.
You do. You absolutely do. Like he said, there's not an area, there's not one thing that's not clean, that's not immaculate, honestly. And we happened to walk by a room that was being cleaned, and we could see the thoroughness that they're doing when they're cleaning between stays, and it makes you feel really good knowing that your room is so clean. Yeah,
we saw them pulling the couch out away from the wall to actually clean out from underneath of it. So I know a lot of times in places furniture just kind of gets left where it is, and you find things underneath the furniture, so that should never be the case. But the cleaning staff, of course, here has been awesome for this size of a hotel. The size was much bigger than what we anticipated too.
Oh man, it's so, we've stayed in a lot of hotels where they may go up, and then we're all being funneled through the same elevator system. So there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of sharing of the elevator, and so I've shared the elevator one time. And I've seen guests twice through our hallways. They have it spread out so well that it's not crammed. It's almost like you're in your own little haven.
Little pods.
Yes.
Well, and that was the good thing too. So like you're saying, there isn't just one main area where everybody has to come in and out of as far as elevators. You have different places according to where you're staying in the hotel, where you can come out and go right out into the island. The place where we would come out, we would leave here, go across a little hallway that goes right across the they call it the market. You were saying the village? It's one of those two. The little shopping area, and bam, we could take an elevator down and we're right out into the island.
And the hotel, or the elevators at the hotel, are numbered. So like the elevator we're using is number 2. So we know we can go, and they've got little signs at the market that show this is elevator 4, 5, 2. So you know which entrance gets you closest to your room. So.
And there's just something about, I guess I wasn't prepared for just how awesome it is to walk out of the hotel and you're at the island. Like I wasn't ready for that.
So my favorite part of the island is the fountain. It always has been. I'm not a big shopper, so I enjoy just sitting and enjoying the fountain, and it's been so relaxing and so pleasant to be able to just sit up here and sit on our balcony. Even when it got cold at night, there's blankets in the closet. They have extra blankets and pillows, and so I was able to have Bob find me a blanket that I could cover up in while I'm sitting out there, and it's heavyweight and plenty warm enough with that blanket that I can just sit out there. I mean, it probably got down to 50, and it was just still enjoyable to sit out there. Now the music plays until about midnight, but it's not obnoxious at all.
It gets a little quieter around,
would you say 11?
11. Like they seems like they turn down the volume, I think around 11. But even then, it's not, even before then, it's not obnoxious. Like right now the music's playing and you can't currently really hear it, but only issue, because people have asked about noise, and that was our concern when you say you're going to stay in a place that's constantly playing music. Well, music isn't a big deal if you have the doors shut. You can kind of faintly hear it, but it isn't distracting. We had one issue where the in the morning it was around 6:30. They were moving pallets to unload a truck to bring product into a business. It was a little loud because it was right below our balcony.
Yeah.
But beyond that, like, noise hasn't been a factor. Noise from the hallway, you occasionally hear a kid like running or whatever, and then it's gone. So it didn't wake us up, it didn't catch us off guard or anything like that.
Speaking of waking us up, so the bed.
Oh.
I did not wake up once either night. I slept completely through the night. The bed is so incredibly comfortable. You can't feel if one is shifting a position, you cannot feel it. It does not wake you up. It is incredibly comfortable.
Would you say it is the most comfortable bed we've ever stayed in a hotel?
That's what my pause was for. Between it and the home too, they're very, very close. But since we haven't been in a home two for a while, I know it's definitely at least the equivalent of, if not better than. I
would say it's the most comfortable bed that I've stayed in, and I don't even have a hesitation of that, because like you sleep in a certain position for a while and it starts to get uncomfortable on your shoulder or whatever. If you're a side sleeper or you're a back sleeper, it doesn't matter, because I shift different positions throughout the night, and no matter how I laid, I was comfortable. So whether you have a fountain room or not, I think you're going to have an awesome experience.
Yeah.
Because you're still going to be right here at the island. And the cool thing is, so if you don't have a fountain room, little pro tip, go hang out at the pool area. They have little bar stools and things that you can sit at a little ledge to look over the fountain.
Yeah, they have the higher chairs, so you're sitting above the rail, and you can still have a great view of the fountain, but you've saved money by not paying for a fountain view room.
Yeah. Another piece of information that you need to know: if you're wanting to book a fountain room, from my experience, you have to book it through Margaritaville's website, and I'll put the link down below, because I tried to find one through hotels.com, didn't see any. I just thought that meant they were all booked up. But as soon as I went and looked on Margaritaville's website, then I could find the fountain room. The other thing is too, if you happen to, so I recently voted for somebody to win a contest, and they gave me like a 10% off coupon to use for this hotel. If you have discounts of any kind, the second I put that discount code in, the fountain rooms disappeared. So they don't give you a discount on these fountain rooms. You have to pay full price. Just a heads up. And they're going to run over three a night, no matter when you book. So I don't know that there's a time of year that I wouldn't, if the fountains weren't working or something, that would, of course, that would.
Maybe when it's like so
if it's bitter cold outside. But like spring, summer, fall, I would stay in this room.
That's what it's been more relaxing for us outside of our hiking and things that we've done. We've definitely spent a lot more time just sitting and enjoying being up here and doing what I love to do the most. So.
Yeah. So for if you love the fountain, these rooms are a must to try to stay in. One note from a technology perspective, they do have smart TVs, and if you have Netflix, YouTube TV, you can actually log in to these devices and watch. Our remote was a little wonky. There was something wrong with it.
Yeah,
but
it kept like double.
Every time you press a button, it would do it twice. But I was able to easily log into Netflix and had no problem. So if you have Netflix or YouTube TV that you want to watch while you're gone, they have YouTube as well. So all these things are accessible through their TV. So one negative of this hotel, and it's not even a complete negative, and that's parking. There is zero parking located around the building itself. So you have two options. One is to use their valet service, which we didn't do, so I can't comment on how quick the speed of it was. I don't think there's a fee for it necessarily, but of course
you're going to be tipping.
You're going to be tipping. then the parking lot. So if you've been to the island, and as you're heading back towards parking, there's that first lot there. That's the valet parking, and then the very next lot, there's two different gates there, and then that third gate is actually the entrance to the self-parking area. How many minute walk would you say? 4 or 5 minute walk.
It's not a bad walk at all. Use your key.
So if you have
hotel to get into the lot.
Yeah, so it's gated. So if you're going to use that suggestion, if you have at least 2 people, do like we did, and we pulled up front. We unloaded all of our stuff right there. I went and parked the car and then came back and we went inside. That's the easiest, I'd say, to do, so you don't have to lug your luggage.
Maybe that's why they call it luggage.
Lug your luggage.
Lug your edge.
But, I mean, can you think of another single negative?
The only other negative is just the punch in the gut of the price.
It is. That's a big negative for a lot of people. I mean, it is something you have to take into account. So, is it worth, to you, is it worth $350 a night?
I would think so.
Because I literally think that this is a case of you get what you pay for.
Yeah, and it's not something we would do every time we came down.
No,
so,
this was a special occasion.
Yeah, but yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I wouldn't normally say that compare contrast. This one
compared to the one
Hilton Garden Inn in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
Not even close, and we paid about the same amount. Now that was peak fall leaf looking season, leaf viewing season. Still not worth $350 a night.
That room wasn't. Yeah.
That was out of sheer necessity. We wanted to be in downtown Gatlinburg, and that was what was available. But
so you definitely get more for your money up here than you do down there.
Yep, absolutely. So a lot of things to consider, but all in all, is this the best hotel that we've ever stayed in? I mean, we've always told people Home 2, and I think for value's sake, Home 2 is still going to be the choice.
Home 2 is a wonderful hotel.
Yeah.
And it's similar in size to this one when we get the same kind of room. Like I think of where we've stayed at before, where we've had the couch and the bed, and it's a similar size.
Yep.
And same on cleanliness.
Yeah.
So
it's just, there's these extra amenities that you get. So well, this has been the Margaritaville Hotel here on the island, and we can't rate it highly enough. This has been another video from the Great Smoky Mountains.
We hope you have a great day.
God bless.